Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
And thank you for attending our session on brain breaks this morning. My name is Jason Henson. I'm a health and PE specialist. So the purpose of this professional development is to develop and explain the importance of having brain breaks incorporated into your classroom. So this session is not on how to give a brain break, but I want to give you guys the importance of actually doing the brain breaks in your classroom for not only you, but your students as well. So our I can statement. I can explain why it's important to implement brain breaks into an instructional day. Just like in our classroom, we have I can statements posted everywhere. It's important for us to have I can statements for ourselves as well. So let's start from the activity. Inches, feet, and yards, oh my. So can you stand up, please? Find a little personal space. You're going to be stepping around a little bit. So inches, feet, and yards, oh my. So what we're going to do, start with your feet side by side. If you place your toes right in front of each other, it's an inch. All right? If you put one foot in front of the other, all right, a foot. One giant step, a yard. All right, so one more time. One toes in front of each other, inch. One foot in front of the other, foot. And then one giant step is a yard. All right, any questions? All right, so I'm gonna ask you, can you take 2 yards forward? 2 yards forward. Okay, now pivot and turn to your right. 2 inches forward. Pivot to your right. All right. 1 foot back. 3 yards forward. Pivot, turn around and face the front of the room. 3 inches forward. That was a simple brain break. It included activity, movement for our students. You can have a seat now. Thank you very much. And to add variation to this activity, have your students give out the directions. All right? Pre-assessment. So, if you could read the board, please. We have a pre-assessment. What do you know about brain breaks already? How can adding brain breaks support students' concentration? Why is it important to incorporate brain breaks? Excuse me, the slides. There we go. Who benefits from having a brain break? What activities do you already use in your classroom for brain breaks? And what are your favorite types of brain breaks? So think about that real quick. In about 30 seconds, I'm gonna ask you guys to meet in a group and discuss your pre-assessment. All right, so let's meet together and converse about brain breaks. Next, a little insight on brain breaks. So brain breaks are a really quick and effective way to get the blood flowing for our students, to help them retain information for our rigorous lessons that we're teaching. It really is important that we do brain breaks because we give our students so much information on a daily basis. So much information, and that information that we're giving them is on top of the student's lifestyle. There's so much going on in every student's life. So to help retain that information that we're giving these students, it's very important that we give brain breaks to help retain that information that's given. The best time to do brain breaks, before, during, and after an activity. Kind of goes back to retaining information. You start something new, you want to have the kids ready, your students ready. During an activity, sometimes they can easily fall off task. Let's get them back on task so they can continue to retain that information. And then after an activity, after that rigorous lesson, these students need time for that information to stick. It goes back to retaining that information. So before, during, and after an activity is a really good time to perform a brain break. And the research has shown that brain breaks increase the students' on-task behavior. So if you want your students to be on task, ready to learn at all times, include a brain break. It will help with the behaviors and the on-task behaviors in your classroom. And your students should have a brain break, elementary school-wise, around 15 minutes, every 15 minutes to help stay on task. Are there any questions? So let's talk about benefits of a brain break. It increases productivity and creativity in your class. It resets focus, keeps our students on task. It reduces stress, and that's a very important one right there. Again, with so much that's going on in the students' lives, so much we ask for our students during class, it's very easy to stress. These students might not show it, but I guarantee you there is stress going on in their lives. So to help reduce that stress, we need to increase our brain breaks, that activity, to help change that focus. It's linked to a decline in off-task behaviors. If you have that student that is just walking around, knocking on the desk, making bees, keeps fidgeting, that might be a sign that it's time for a brain break. It will help with that off-task behavior and prevents fatigue. We're sitting at a desk, learning this rigorous lesson. It's very important to get the students up, moving, blood flowing, so that fatigue goes away and they're ready to retain that information. And it boosts motivation and mood. Kids feel good when they're up and moving. They feel happy. When they're happy, they want to learn. So brain breaks really helps out with motivation and the mood of our students. So our next activity, I'm asking for one of you to actually lead the brain break for the rest of us. I will be a student and one of you will lead the brain break. So take a minute and just read over this brain break. It's called Sports Galore. And this was for grade levels 2 through 5. No equipment's needed. So the rules are, the teacher calls out the following sports skills to mimic for at least 10 to 15 seconds. A free throw shot, throwing a football, swinging a golf club, shooting a hockey puck, or swinging the bat. All right? Do I have any volunteers to lead this brain break?
I'll do it, sure.
Yeah, sir. I'm the student.
All right.
This is your show now.
All right. So obviously I need everybody to stand up, please. I'm going to call out a sports action here real quick, and if you could do that motion for 10 to 15 seconds. So let's start with a free throw shot in basketball. All right, let's try a swinging a golf club.
Gotta check my form.
Right. How about throwing a football? All right, and last, let's do swinging a bat. All right, very good. Thanks.
Thank you, sir.
Yep.
Thank you all.